after putting on an absolute masterpiece to crush Casper Ruud in straight sets on the 5th of June, 2022. The King of Clay earned a historic success at Roland-Garros, claiming 22 Grand Slams. With that, he became 2 titles ahead of his great tennis rivals Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer in the GOAT competition. Experts and fans have been trying to make sense of the ongoing men's GOAT discussion, and Nadal appears to be a strong contender. Professional tennis player from Spain, Rafael Nadal Parera, was born on the 3rd of June 1986 in Manacor, Mallorca, to Ana María Parera and Sebastián Nadal Homar. As of June 8, 2022, he is ranked number 4 in the world in singles. His uncle, Miguel Angel Nadal, is a professional association football player who played in the 2002 World Cup. As a boy, Rafael loved Barcelona striker Ronaldo, and he was granted entry to the Barcelona changing room by his uncle, allowing him to take a photo with the Brazilian. Rafael began playing tennis when he was 4 years old with the help of another uncle, Tony Nadal, who we all know played a very significant role in Rafael's tennis career and remained his instructor on the professional circuit. He played left-handed tennis with a two-handed forehand and backhand in his early years before his uncle urged him to switch to a more traditional left-handed approach when he was 12 years old. Rafael kept his two-handed backhand but turned to his famous one-handed forehand, which is credited with catapulting him to the top of the sport's rankings. He won the Spanish and European tennis titles in his age group when he was still 12 years old, while simultaneously playing football. To keep his academics from deteriorating completely, his father forced him to pick between football and tennis. Rafael revealed that after deciding on tennis, he had to immediately stop playing football. The Spanish tennis organization asked that Rafael leave Mallorca and go to Barcelona to continue his tennis training when he was 14 years old. However, his family turned down this request partly because they feared his education would suffer, but also because Uncle Tony explained that he didn't want Rafael to go to America or other places to be a good athlete. Uncle Tony felt it could be done from home. The Federation's financial assistance was reduced as a result of Rafael's decision to stay at home. Instead, his father covered the bills. In a clay court exhibition match in May 2001, he upset former Grand Slam tournament winner Pat Cash. Not everyone will remember this, but he became number 1 for the first time back in 2008 after his first major victory off clay against his rival, the longtime top-ranked Roger Federer, in a historic Wimbledon final. In the same year, he won an Olympic gold medal in singles in Beijing. In men's singles, Nadal's the only member of the Big Three who is left-handed. His forehand, which he smashes with incredibly strong topspin at challenging angles, is one of his key skills. He's one of the greatest at breaking serve, consistently ranking among the top players on the circuit in terms of percentage of return games, return points, and break points won. He was mainly a defensive counterpuncher in his early days, depending on his patience, quickness, and endurance to outlast his opponents. As a result, the majority of his early success came on clay, which he favors defense over the attack. In recent times, though, Nadal has evolved into a more offensive player, positioning closer to the baseline and taking the initiative in points as quickly as he can. That's made him a far more dangerous opponent on non-clay surfaces, and it's also helped him win major titles on grass and hard courts. His forehand, as you probably know, is a legendary shot and his single most powerful weapon, causing all of his rivals nightmares, most notably Federer. Using an extreme Western hold on the forehand, the Spaniard's able to impart great topspin and have the ball bouncing up to his opponent's shoulders. Nadal's early career was marked by his rivalry with Federer. In the 2000s, his domination against the Swiss was a huge talking topic in the tennis world. Federer dominated practically every other opponent he faced, but he couldn't seem to overcome Nadal. The rivalry between Federer and Nadal peaked in the 2008 Wimbledon final when Nadal finally realized his ambition of winning the tournament after a grueling struggle that lasted 4 hours and 48 minutes. Since then, Nadal has had the upper hand in the head-to-head battle. Nadal and Novak Djokovic have also forged an illustrious rivalry. They played against each other a lot of times. The Nadal versus Djokovic rivalry is best remembered for the grueling endurance battles they have engaged in, most notably the 2012 Australian Open final, which lasted nearly 6 hours. Their 2018 Wimbledon semifinal is another match that is widely regarded as one of the greatest tennis matches of all time. The fact that Nadal fights until his last breath has made him such a cult figure in the tennis world. Despite being pitted against legendary guys like Federer and Djokovic, he's battled for every point in every match as if his life depended on it, allowing him to turn the tables on them. He now has more Grand Slam championships than both Novak and Roger, putting him above both of them. Nadal's clay court dominance and records are also legendary. No player, male or female, has ever dominated a single surface as he has. Only Robin Soderling has been able to beat him at Roland-Garros for more than a decade now. Also in 2015, Djokovic showed the rest of the world that Nadal wasn't unbeatable in Paris. But that was merely a blip on the radar as Nadal went on to win more French Open championships, cementing his place as the king of clay status. Nadal is also a wonderful example of how to overcome physical constraints and adversity. Throughout his career, he has sustained multiple injuries but has battled them all with courage and tenacity. Despite battling with a foot injury, he still won the 2022 French Open, which is stunning. Despite having a physically demanding playing style, he's still dominating the roost way past his mid-30s. The 5-time Stefan Edberg Sportsmanship Award winner has also been named the Laureus World Sportsman of the Year in 2011 and 2021. Nadal is also a recipient of the Grand Cross of the Order of Dos de Mayo, the Princess of Asturias Award, and the Medal of the City of Paris. He has 2 Olympic gold medals and 5 Davis Cup trophies to his name as a member of the Spanish national team. Nadal is also a philanthropist and has created a tennis academy in Mallorca. Now, let's have a look at how Nadal spends his huge bans. Along with hearts, respect, and goodwill, Nadal has garnished Grand Slam trophies, brand sponsorships, and investments throughout the course of his illustrious career, allowing him to indulge in his wildest ambitions. The tennis ace has accumulated over $120 million in prize money alone. The 22-time Grand Slam winner sometimes sunbathes in style with his super yacht because of his opulent lifestyle. Nadal's 80 sunreef power has traditional stainless steel port lights, Sol teak decks, high bulwarks, and delicate ambience lighting in a strong, modern hull design. Her large storage, paired with an aft platform, allows her to transport a variety of water toys and jet skis wherever she travels. The master bedroom, which may be set up on the bow area of the main deck, is one of the most beautiful features on board. The suite is bathed in sunlight from the skylight gazing and features a double bed facing the bow patio, a bathroom with a walk-in shower, dressing, and a desk. Nadal also owns a private Cessna Citation CJ2 Plus jet. He isn't just someone who enjoys the nicest things in life. In fact, he's kind enough to share his good fortune with everyone, including his foes. Nadal beat Serbian Viktor Troicki in the Mercedes Cup final in 2015, but then granted the Serbian a ride on his own plane, the Cessna Citation CJ Plus 2, which is said to cost over $6 million. Nadal has a second location by the sea, in addition to his ultra-luxurious mansion in Mallorca, Spain, where he was born. While his first property is estimated to be valued at roughly $1.4 million, his second home in the Dominican Republic, according to Business Insider, cost $1.9 million. Given that both towns are island cities, it makes sense for Nadal to take his boat to his holiday house. The Spaniard also has a couple of speedsters. First and foremost, he enjoys riding the Ghost Cycle electric bike and owns a pair of Kia automobiles that the company has given him in recognition of his long, fruitful association as a worldwide brand ambassador. Apart from these, Nadal has also splurged his funds on an Aston Martin DBS and a Mercedes-Benz SL55. Do you think Nadal should be crowned the greatest just yet, or does Novak still have a chance? Comment below.